Hey, pre-notification gang. Just going over some wacky shit and then maybe playing something. I used to watch American Gladiator a long time ago, yeah. Thanks the resub Mad Dog. And the resub Chief. And the resub Astro Mystic Lasagna and Lasagna. Oh yeah, Nick Bolton's a man's man. Thanks to the resub Lemon, Wow, Sneggy, Twig, Sunny, and Dripping. You gonna play Street Fighter or Diablo on Friday? I haven't decided which one yet. Probably Street Fighter. Thanks for 5 gift subs, Joseph. And tier 1, Big Bod, and the resub Infamous. Oh, is Diablo out right now for, like, if you pre-ordered it or something? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, that's so sweet, Fates. Thanks to resub Devin and Salazar. And there's a tier 1 Crusher. And the resub, what? No, I didn't see any of the reviews for Street Fighter 6 yet. Have they been positive or negative? Thanks to the Bits Chicken. And Mac. Oh, eventually Mac. Thanks to tier 1 Rainy. Oh, I wanted to talk about that guy in the cruise ship, yeah. That's fucking terrifying. Thanks to resub Mitch. And Jawbreaker. I don't want to pull up the video, I just wanted to get like an article about it. Oh, here. Nope, that's Daily Mail. That's this source will work. Thanks to resub Monk, Musin, Sean, Photography, and the 5 gift subs Connor, and the bits Carry, and the resub Synchronized, and tier 1 Sentinel, and the Prime Teth. Okay, yeah, we'll just talk about the cruise ship thing right now because this sent me down a rabbit hole. So, on a cruise ship, there were some young folk doing what the spry youth does, making silly dares, being goofy, getting a little wild. And this 18-year-old baseball star was dared to jump off the cruise ship, I guess, and he did it. He jumped off the cruise ship. And obviously, I imagine most of you realize why that's a terrible idea. But it gets even worse. So not only did he jump off the cruise ship, I'll pull up the video just to show something here. Wow, this must be like a re-upload of a re-upload because it's actually negative 240p. Right here, there's like a splash, and it looks like a shark. It's too pixelated in this video to really see for sure, but in the clearer ones, it looks very much like a shark. So he swims away from it, which unfortunately pushes him away from the buoy, and the cruise ship is still going, and he doesn't make it back to the cruise ship, and he's been missing ever since. That has to be one of the most horrifying fucking ways of going. And they've now called off the search. I then looked into it on like how common cruise ship overboards are. Not very common. And of the 219 roughly overboards over the last year, or I think it was a year, only 28 of them have survived. So it's something like a 20% survival rate or some shit. It's fucking terrifying. Thanks to resub Magma, Apple, Grateful, your boy, Ruthless, CRL, Cone, and Tier 1 Tubby, and the Prime Crispy. Just stop the ship. So that's what I thought. But it turns out, even when you stop the ship creates such a big current that it pushes the people so far off course and out of the way that it's still extremely difficult to find them. So even if you immediately stop the second that they get off the ship, like the second that they overboard, there's a great chance that you still won't be able to find them. Plus, it doesn't stop on a dime. It's a fucking ship, right? You know, it doesn't just immediately freeze like it's lagging in a video game. So it still cruises a little bit forward still, which continues to push them away. Like, it's extremely difficult. And this was even more tragic because of the shark, or what looked like a shark. Because he starts swimming away from the life ring that they threw out to him. So he stood no chance. So he just vanished in the middle of the night. It was scary. And I also looked up how easy it would be, like if there's ever any accidental overboards, because I've never been on a cruise ship. I imagine that there are like railings in normal boats where there's like a lot of space you could easily fall through if you slip. Not the case with cruises, apparently. The only time there's ever an accidental overboard is when someone's drunk and climbing. Thanks to Prime Foxy and the resub. Hinru, Rico, Room, Grizzly, and the Bits Arrow. Well, that sounds fucking terrifying, Arrow. Yeah, for sure. Was the 18-year-old drunk? I have to imagine on a cruise with, like, your fellow athletes and peers, I imagine they were probably drinking. And then someone came up with the dare to jump off the ship, and he fucking did it. In the video, the guy who's filming says bye-bye, which was absolutely fucking savage. Like, it seemed like he actually wanted him to die or something. Just straight up evil. Thanks to resub Josie, Moon, and the Prime Proper. Yeah, I have no idea, Doug. If it's hard to even, like, process what kind of thoughts would have led to them thinking this was like a decent idea. A, I don't think they expected him to actually do it. And B, I think they probably thought it wouldn't be a big deal. Because, like, if you think about it in your head, like, if you've been on a boat, you jump off a boat and you can get back on quickly because the boat stops, whatever. Not the same with a cruise ship. So maybe they, probably inebriated, just didn't recognize just how dangerous it was, would be my guess. At night is crazy too. Yeah, that is even crazier. There's a resub Ray. The bits Arrow and Psych in Lolbad. Oh, I haven't seen that yet, Psych. Donating your body for science when whether you're dead or comatose. I don't know. I think there's nothing wrong with that for people that choose to. Would I ever take a cruise ship yourself? No. I don't even like the idea of cruises. It's not even that I'm afraid of cruises. I just legitimately don't think I'd have fun on them. I really don't. I don't see myself enjoying it. Also, people get murdered on cruise ships all the time. What? I don't know about that. People get murdered on cruise ships all the time. I'm not sure on that claim. I know people die on cruise ships from time to time, but I don't know about murder. Thanks to the resub Goat, Norma, and Weed. You'd be surprised. I went on one last year and 3 people died while I was on it. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Next is the Bit Storm. Yeah, I was thinking about that Storm. I might. Thanks the resub check. But yeah, that's a terrible situation. Thanks the resub Diego. I want to go over the LCS situation pretty in depth here. I don't know how many of you are League of Legends fans, but I imagine at least most of you have watched a little LCS, Professional League of Legends. More specifically, NA. And right now, we might actually be witnessing the collapse of what was once the poster child for esports. It is fascinating how intent Riot Games seems to want to burn it to the ground. They are lighting the LCS on fire and laughing as it burns. It is crazy. Thanks to Tier 1, Connor. And the Bit Psych. Oh, that would make sense then, Psych. Thanks to resub One Piece. This is just like a little brief lore recap. So, I'll read it to everyone so you can get caught up to speed in what's going on. Right now, the LCS is going through a very turbulent period with a lot of dog shit everywhere. So it all started with some changes to the academy. So LCS teams requested Riot eliminate the requirement of fielding NACL teams. That's Challenger League. Riot agreed, citing the aim of achieving greater operational and financial flexibility. The LCS Player Association has highlighted that approximately 70 jobs would be lost as a result of the decision, and they've criticized Riot for making contradictory statements and rushing the decision without proper planning and prior notice, and they've also proposed alternative plans. And out of the 10 LCS teams, only FlyQuest Evil Geniuses and Team Liquid have chosen to maintain their roster in the NACL, as the remaining 7 teams have decided to withdraw. In response to the changes made to the NACL, the LCSPA has called for a vote among LCS players to stage a walkout as a form of protest. And last night, an overwhelming majority of the LCS players voted in favor of the walkout, so they will therefore not be playing in the LCS and can't be forced to. And then it was reported that LCS teams will be obligated to field an LCS roster due to an agreement with Riot that mandates them to have a competitive roster. Consequently, they'll need to sign new players to fulfill this requirement. However, the LCSPA will attempt to mitigate those signings. So, this is like 17 hours old. That's kind of where everything was last night. They had a talk again today. And Riot said, fuck you guys, here's our ass, you can suck it because we don't care about the LCS. They have basically declined every single alternative proposition. They don't care. They even went as far as to completely remove any and all restrictions on who you can field, so you'd have to get scabs. And that means the scabs could be actual bronze players. Literally bronze players. I could have been in the LCS because no one could field teams. All of the pro players didn't want to play. They were striking. It was a protest. So Riot was like, okay, anyone can play. You have to field scabs. Anybody. I don't care if they're bronze. I don't even care if they're iron. And they had another talk today, and they went even harder, saying, you know what? We're going to push this 2 weeks away, and if you still don't comply with our demands, we're canceling the summer split, and NA won't even be represented in Worlds. Which is fucking crazy. Never played, would they add me? Legitimately, they might. Like, they could, because there's no restrictions on it. Like, they just want scabs, anybody. They completely refused any and all sensible alternatives from the LCSPA. It's so wild. So they really seem more than willing to just torch the NA scene for League of Legends. As we said, Boyman Stark in the Prime Pluto. Oh, that's interesting, Taekwondo. I know, man. It's so sad to see this. Oh, yeah, that was another thing. So initially, they were going to pay the scabs like $800 a game or something. But then Riot said, no. You will have to pay them at least $2,000 per game. The scabs, that is. Oh, it's not even in this article. Yeah, I saw that as well. I'm surprised it's not in this article. Exhibits Austin and the resub Bad Gamer. None of you should want... No one. I really hope they don't field anybody. I really hope nobody breaks the strike here. Riot is being such fucking scumbags, it's unreal. Or whoever they do sign, I hope they just troll the shit out of it. Like, don't leave base, or they go, like, all supports plus Yorick or something. Thanks to the resub Equinox. Well, the thing is, no one's going to actually pay the scabs $2,000 a game. That's just another unreasonable restriction that Riot's putting on the orgs. That's not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I highly doubt it. That would literally make them higher paid than some fucking pros. There's no shot that's happening. Thanks to the bits Fuzzy. The bits Austin. How much money is Riot losing on the NALCS? No clue. I don't know. What I would like to happen though is the other regions also stand in solidarity, because this is just cruel what Riot's doing, honestly. So I would hope that the other regions also make a stand. Thanks, resub Coyote. LCK, LEC won't care, less competition for them. I feel like they'll care. But I don't think that they'd actually do any kind of like statement or gesture or anything. But I think they'd care. This would be bigger news if NA actually won anything in the LCS. Yeah, it's by far the weakest region. I mean, obviously everybody knows that, but that doesn't mean that they can just get like abused by Riot. That's not exactly fair. Thanks to bits Taekwondo. Why are Riot doing it? Legitimately, I can't wrap my head around it. I don't know. I actually don't know. I can't think of a single rational reason why they'd be doing this. Other than they just really don't. I mean, they've shown they don't really care about the LCS quite a bit recently. Such as like the schedule changes and shit. But this is still another level of like disgust. So I don't know. Thanks to the bits, Eddie. And thanks to the bits, Jay. Yeah, I checked it out last night. Did you send more? Thanks to resub barbecue. And the resub Rusty. So are the other regions affected? Not directly, but NA won't be at Worlds or anything, assuming they don't comply. Thanks to resub Slash and the bits Fuzzy. Thanks to 5 gift subs, Lucky Dog. No new updates on that one, Lolbad. Thanks to the Prime School. And the resub King. Can you clarify this in dumb terms? Riot Games doing big bad not good stuff to players and teams in NA with North America. Big Stupid from Riot Games. Thanks to the Prime Zeta. Okay, well, I'll check in again then, Jay. Thanks for your sub, Mark. Will this affect Valorant? I don't think so. It is a little concerning to see how they're running, or not running, refusing to run the LCS, though. That is very concerning. But as of right now, it doesn't affect the Valorant side. Thanks for 5 goose subs, capping. Appreciate that. Yeah, we finished Golem last night. Does Riot lose money from the NA teams in tournaments if they stop supporting? I don't know. I don't think they gain money. Like, I don't think they make money by letting NA die. Thanks the bits, Arrow. They wanted some rule changes, Arrow, to a couple of the rules, but then Riot started making crazy changes and stupid decisions. Did you know Nintendo is sponsoring a Critical Role game night? I did not know that. That's fucking wild, though. Did you see we can earn crypto in GTA 6? Didn't see that. Doesn't sound believable, though. Well, I guess it could be. And I'm excited for new Mortal Kombat game. Thanks to the bits, Funk and Jake. Next MWL match will be up either tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday. It's between Genie Maker and Warhorse. And it's a fucking banger. I stream like every night. Thanks to the resub. 3,000. Thanks to the resub, Deli. Did I see the new Barbie trailer? No. Does this not hurt branding opportunities if the summer split doesn't play? Like teams which are a part of the LCS have sponsor obligations Not playing would be a breach of contract, no. These teams also pay $10 million each to be part of this franchise league, which now may possibly not run. Yeah, I don't really get the logistics. Like I said, none of this really makes sense to me from Riot's perspective. Like, this just seems like an absolute fucking disaster all around for Riot and, of course, all of the orgs, because it's not cheap to be in League, by any means. Is the resub crazy? Thanks to the tier 1, Papa. This guy's toast tweeted about buying an LCS team. I know, the second he got into the league scene, everything goes tits up. Unlucky. Thanks to the resub Spice. Thanks to the Prime. Regis. Dota stock going to skyrocket. I would love to see the effect on Dota, because like I said, well, like everyone knows, NA is not a strong major region for League. So I think with the LCS dying, which it looks like it's going to, I don't know if that necessarily translates to a stronger NA presence in Dota. Would love to see, though. Would love to see the effect. There's the resub Fernando and the Prime Digital. NA also dead in Dota. Not surprising. Smite coming back then. Oh, yeah, maybe this will be huge for Smite. Smite should really go hog wild right now. Like, really invest heavily in NA. Release a new, like, collab with Uncle Sam or something, I don't know. We love NA over here at Smite. You can have a new home with us. Easy tier 1. Bo and the resub Master, Herb, and Elon. Oh, of course I've seen that video, Josh. That shit's hype. Thanks to resub Frosty. And the Bits arrow. Probably won't happen. What's your favorite comedy? I don't know. I don't watch a lot of comedy stuff. I did, however, see a great Nathan For You clip today, and I really like Nathan For You. The one I saw was the magic one, where he's like, magicians have done all kinds of death-defying stunts, but I'm going to do something no magician's ever done before. I'm going to escape right before making it onto the sex offenders registry or whatever. So he sets up like handcuffs to a machine, and then he has like a robot that's gonna pull his pants down in front of a bunch of kids. It's so fucking stupid. It was such a good clip. I'd never seen that one before. That was crazy. With a cop on standby. They had the cop and they had the the announcer was great. That's old as fuck. I didn't realize how old Nathan For You was. Yeah, that clip was 10 years old. Thanks, Resub Spoon. And yeah, I saw it on Twitter, Infamous. The Smite RuneScape crossover was pretty hype. Thanks, the resub Biggie. Oh shit, he just busted a nut. I don't think that's Nathan For You, right? You're talking about the that one video where he's doing street magic, and the clip is I don't even remember what the trick was, but then like he ejaculates. I don't think that was Nathan. I think it's the resub cheese. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy who did the shit talking hotline. I'll double check though. Let's see. Yeah. Brent Weinbach. Mind Jack. It's not Nathan. He does look a lot like Nathan though, to be fair. But yeah, this is a classic.
Alright guys, check it out.
I see why you got it mixed up.
Mind manipulation. What's your name?
I'm Nathan.
I want you to relax and stare into my eyes. Think about what I'm thinking about. Share my thoughts. Two minds equaling one fiery mind. Focus, Nathan.
It's very easy to see why you thought this was Nathan For You. The guy looks exactly like Nathan.
Look down, Nathan.
Oh shit! You just busted a nut. Oh! Yo, look.
Nathan.
Look again.
Look again.
Where'd it go?
That's such a banger. It really does seem like it'd be something out of Nathan For You. Brent had so many bangers back in the day. He doesn't make anything anymore, does he? I don't think. No, unfortunately not. Oh, wait, he does. What? Just not often. From what I remember, about 2 years ago, they did like a check-in on the shit-talking hotline, and it's apparently still active. Like, they still have it active. No, I think that's a great fucking trick. So good. I might speedrun Tears of the Kingdom once it gets a little more optimized. Thanks for the resub, Yeet. It's real? The shit-talking hotline? Yes. It was indeed a number you could call, and Brent would be there and actually just start talking shit to you. There's the bits, George. Oh, nice. That's cool, Hills. I don't think I remember that one, George. Thanks for the resub, Kev. Call right now. I'm not calling the fucking shit-talking hotline, brother. Thanks for the bits, Jay. Oh, well, that's great then. I'm glad to hear you got hired. The reason that this came up today with the Nathan for You clip and all that shit is because Aaron had an idea that I think is a banger, but I know we'll never do, of just putting up a billboard somewhere in Tampa, like a prominent billboard, buying the spot, and making it like one of those injury attorneys. So it'd be me and Matt in suits, and it'd just say something like "troubled?" question mark, and then like a number they could call, and it'd just be like an on-stream gag where I'd keep getting calls from people that have all these problems, and I'd give them like the worst advice ever. So that's what brought this whole conversation topic up today. Thanks for the bits, Adam. Art Rush. Oh, it's a new Getting Over It map. Gotcha. Thanks for resub, Studio. Sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen. Well, I don't think it'd be a lawsuit. We're not making any claims. The billboard would just say like troubled. Like it's just very broad, and people can interpret that how they want. And I just talk to them, hear out their problems, just be like, hey, I'm not exactly qualified to handle these kind of matters. Thanks the bits, Almighty. You know how the devs for Gollum are coming up with another Lord of the Ring game? Apparently it'll be a game from the perspective of a unique character. I imagine it's going to be from the perspective of Sauron's eye. That way we get a step up from Gollum in the immersive and captivating gameplay. That would be so big. Here's the bits, Jake. And yeah, still collecting monkey nuts. Thanks to the resub, Headspace, and the bits, Jay. Did you see how 9 people got shot in Florida and Hollywood Boardwalk? You live in Florida. What's up with that? Yeah, I saw about that. That's fucking awful. I don't know what the second part of your statement is. You live in Florida. What's up with that? Man, I don't know. Shootings are happening all over the country. It fucking sucks. Just because I live in Florida doesn't give me deeper insight into why some fucking lunatic would do that. Thanks to Prime Purple. You live in Florida. What's up with that? Such a wild wild second part of the statement. Thanks to the resub, Skull. Have you seen the updated news in Detroit? No. Can't say I've seen anything from Detroit today. You see, Larry Page, the founder of Google, went missing and hasn't been found. No. I feel like that'd be bigger news. You know, I've actually never looked at Larry Page. He legitimately looks like Brent from Mind Jack that we just watched. There's a resub. Fabe. He was close with Epstein, was he? Was he in the Epstein book? Oh, this has been going on for 3 weeks. The U.S. Virgin Islands cannot locate Google co-founder Larry Page. There's been no update to this for a while. There's a resub super and telephone. Well, he's dead. Sounds like it. Sounds like he got Epsteined. There hasn't been a single report on it in 3 weeks, and he still hasn't been found, I guess. Oh no, you're all good, Cyclone. Did you see the Island Boys with Jeffrey Epstein as kids? That's a conspiracy theory. That's not confirmed, I don't think. I saw that floating around Twitter, though. Thanks to the resub poo. And the bits lol bad. And the resub Nick. You hear about the Florida man who broke into a house to hide from a ghost? I've heard the basics of it. I'll look it up though. Florida man faces burglary charge after fleeing from motel ghost. Those bastards will get you every time. Where's an article on it? No, I didn't see that, vegan. That sounds very yucky, though. I can't find a good article on this. The only one here is New York Post. Have you seen Rice Gum reacting to your videos lately? Yeah, that was super weird. Like, I legitimately haven't talked about him in actual years. The video he watched was in the Tuv video where I was talking about, God, that, I've already forgot the main situation. The whole, what the fuck was that scam called? I can't remember. Was it Save the Kids? Christ, there's been so many goddamn scams online recently. And he was like watching that, and that was like already a year old. And it wasn't even really about him. So I was super surprised because I actually haven't said anything about him in so long. I just haven't kept up with him or anything. And then he says that that he's my enemy. which was super cringe because like all I've ever done is just like make fun of you, not like an enemy or anything. I don't understand. It didn't make any sense. Like it's not like I'm actively out here talking about him or mad at him or hate him or something. I was just making jokes. And that was like year-old content. Didn't that random chatter say something about Rice Gum the other day too? Yeah, because he was talking or he was watching that video a couple days ago and he got like really upset at me. Which just didn't make any sense because it's fucking old. It's like really old. You last hear about what he and his girlfriend went through? Yeah, I think that was the last time that I talked about him with that horrible situation. Just talking about that was awful. Like that's just an extremely terrible thing. Prior to that, it had actually been like a year or more. And it was about the whole scam situation with Save the Kids. Is the bits or the give sub serious? What do I think about electric cars? I don't know. I don't have one. I mean, they seem cool. Hopefully the technology only gets better. Is there a sub BME? And the bits Mac. And the Prime Net. I am excited the Miami Heat made it. I'm very excited about that. I really thought they were going to fumble it. I was nervous for them. Just Shake specific. Yeah, I'm excited for Marathon. I think it'll be good. Thanks the resub, Papa. And I saw the System Shock remake came out today. I was planning on at least trying it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just do that one on my own. I don't know if that seems like a good stream game. We'll see. LCSPA just tweeted, did they? What'd they say? Where's their tweet? I don't see a tweet from them. He's a tier 1 JJ. Is that the link to it? Oh yeah, 4 minutes ago. Tonight, one thing is back in clear focus. Players are the LCS. Without players, there is no league and there is no esport. From day one, exclusion from the decision-making process drove the LCSPA players to vote to walk out. The future of the NACL and LCS is too big to decide overnight and without player consideration. We met with Riot Games today to ask for daily meetings or more if needed to reach a resolution. Starting tomorrow, we plan to begin discussions that result in meaningful collaborative action to get our players back where they want to be, competing for fans on the LCS stage. We also want to say thank you, remain deeply grateful to the LCS community for an incredible show of solidarity for our players. Our fight is possible because of your support. I guess we'll see if anything comes from those discussions. He's a tier 1 Kush in the Prime Kurt and resub Kate. That's pretty cool, Arrow. Thanks to resub Evan Light. You gonna make a Little Mermaid moist meter? No, it just, I'm so tired of Disney live action remakes. I just don't think I'd like it. It's got like surprisingly high reviews for a live action remake, but even still. Like against my better judgment, I really tried to watch the most recent Pinocchio live action remake. It was insufferable. I'm not going through it again. I've seen all of the other Disney live action remakes and I haven't liked any of them. Why do you think it doesn't work? It's obvious why it doesn't work. There are just things that work in cartoons that will never work in live action. It's always been that way. Like, there are just a lot of things that don't translate from a cartoon to real life. So no matter what in the live action remakes, it's going to be a lot less... What's the right word for it? A lot less grand? I don't even know if that's the right word. But a lot less over the top. It loses a lot of what makes it special in the cartoon when you go to live action. Expressive, maybe. Expressive is probably a good word for it. Here's the Prime shoes. The next thing in line to be butchered by Disney will be live-action Lilo and Stitch. True, yeah. Thanks, Arisa Bodybuilder. Yeah, no, I heard the Little Mermaid one's actually not bad, but even still. I don't think I'm gonna watch it. I just don't think it's gonna be like better than the cartoon or anything. Not that it needs to be, but still. Decided to stop watching Disney movies. That's fine. You'll get no complaint from me. I don't work for Disney. I don't care. I don't think Disney's put out anything remarkable recently. So I don't think you've missed anything. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was fun. I thought that was pretty good, but other than that, not much. So you haven't really missed much. Here's a 10 gift subs, Jactus. Thanks for that. Hopefully DreamWorks is on the up after Puss in Boots. That movie was great. I did not know that, psych. What do you think about the Fuzzly controversy? The fuck is that? Fuzzly controversy? This is a talking plush toy? The Fuzzlies are quirky creatures that live in her family's hotel? What is the drama? No, he said Fuzzly. Fuzzly. And it's like a children's brand of plush toys and like a cartoon. The fuck is the drama? He was talking about the streamer? Foozly? Brother, that wasn't even close. Exit tier 1 Rhea. But no, I don't know what you're talking about. Exit Prime Chimera. What the fuck? No, I didn't hear about that at all, George. Thanks to Resub Llama. Drama going on in the VTuber Twitter about a guy scamming tens of thousands of dollars out of people with an animation studio in which he wasn't paying his employees and it fell apart. He made a 35-page Google Doc response with a part 2 coming later. Fuck, Jesus Christ. That might be a little much to read tonight. And I didn't see that at all, Doug. He scammed $35,000 from Bao. Who was it? I'll look it up later. I'm not going to read 35 pages tonight, though. Here, I guess this is the Cliff Notes. She owed a very large amount of money by an unnamed animation studio, paid the studio to produce a series of music videos for her original songs. I am owed a very large amount of money. I don't know what to say. I don't want to say how much or by who, but I'm doing my best to work through it because it was money that you guys gave me. It was money we funded together as a community during the subathon. And the studio's refunded $20. Okay. That is a big chunk of change. Jesus Christ. Here's the Bits avocado. Did you already cover the Illuminati drama with Wonder? Brother, I have still not learned about that situation past the initial, like, legal eagle stuff. That one is crazy, though. I keep seeing it pop up on Twitter about all kinds of new information coming out about Illuminati and, like, all kinds of horrible things or whatever, but my god, it is a lot. And I just haven't taken the plunge to try and catch up on it. It's a crazy amount. Thanks to the resub Ravenous and Gecko. The Prime King.
You're really not gonna let her in?
Oh, was she outside the door?
She literally was out here meowing.
Oh, I heard her meowing. I didn't know she was outside the door, though.
Yeah.
Sounded like she was far away.
Oh.
Hey, Io. He's a bit storm. Oh, Linity got banned again? Oh, for the twerking, yeah, I heard. Dio's laying down. She's trying to go to sleep. Since when is twerking not allowed on Twitch? I don't know, man. I'm not part of the Twitch hall monitor staff. I have no idea. One quick text message. Test the waters and find out. I can't twerk. I wouldn't get banned. I'd be a bad litmus test. These cheeks don't move. I got Hank Hill ass. Thanks to the resub ants. Thanks to the resub Eddie. Thanks to the bits, Eric. When are you gonna do a Scooby-Doo speedrun? For which game? I mean, I'm certainly not opposed to doing a little Scooby-Doo speedrun. You talking about, like, Night of 100 Frights? Yeah, no, I've seen the Night of the Hundred Frights tech. It's actually pretty fucking nuts. It's actually pretty cool. He's the Prime Damien. Yes, I saw him as he did the degenerate train hijacking thing. He's going to keep doing that until he actually goes to jail. Like, legitimately until he goes to jail. That is the only time he will stop. And even then, when they release him from jail, he'll keep it up. So, not much to talk about there, man. It's just going to continue. Dude sucks, though. There's a Prime progression in the resub Mr. T. Congrats on getting the dream job. That's huge. Good shit, goodness. Thanks to the resub Snazzy in the Prime Res. Kept up with the Tekken. Have you kept up with the Tekken character trailers? Oh, of course. Absolutely. The Brian trailer was great. Here, I'll pull it up again. I'm so excited for Tekken, man. I wish it was coming out this year. I thought it was, but apparently it's not. Thanks, Resub Temple. I'm determined to get good at this one. Godspeed.
Get ready for the next battle.
Street Fighter 6 is this week, I know.
Section 8. New challenger. Brian Fury.
God, I love the announcer. Is the announcer from the old Dream MMA? I don't know.
I'll let you taste the power of my fists.
God, that hairstyle is still such trash. I can't believe they're actually running with that. Gave him the goddamn Karen Bob cut for no reason. Don't Tekken characters have like 100 moves in each of their movesets? Yep. Tekken is so deep. Yoshi had like 300 in Tekken 7. Yeah, Yoshimitsu's kind of nutty. I wish he was better at the top level. There's only like one big Yoshi main. He's Resub Long Haul. He's a Resub Aaron. Oh, that's what I like to hear. You gonna get a Street Fighter 6 team together? I wish. Everyone in the top 10's already signed to an org. So maybe after the first Street Fighter 6 tournament, someone out of nowhere will just become like top tier, and we'll scoop them up. Thanks, Risa Brandon. The Street Fighter 6 reviews are extremely positive. Let me see. Let's see who's already covered it on here. Oh. I'm curious. What does IGN say about it? This is a 15-minute review. Do they actually have someone that plays fighting games?
And a lot of people were disappointed by its distinct lack.
This is significantly longer than most of their reviews.
Street Fighter 6 is the polar opposite. Complete with an excellent 18-character roster of both new and returning fighters, rendered in a killer new art style, an incredibly ambitious online battle hub that puts all other fighting game lobbies to shame, and just about everything you could ever ask for when it comes to training tools and systems to help you get better at the genre. It's a spectacular.
How many fighters were in Street Fighter 5?
Street Fighter 6 takes many swings in many different directions, and though not every blow connects, the ones that do are absolute knockouts.
Launch was 16. Okay. Yeah, I was talking about on release.
The gameplay of
I thought I remembered
Street Fighter
launching with
games
more.
since Street Fighter 2 can generally be defined by a unique mechanic. Street Fighter 3 had parries, 4 had focus attacks, 5 had the V system, and now Street Fighter 6 has the drive system. And for my money, it's the best the series has ever seen. Every character gains access to 5 powerful abilities that are all governed by the
I saw
drive.
some of the higher level
Overdrive
players on
special
Twitter
moves,
saying the drive
rush,
system's kind
drive
of
parry,
worthless.
drive reversals, and drive impact. Overdrives are
But
essentially
I don't really
the
know
new
enough
EX
about it.
special moves and cost
And I haven't
2
seen
bars.
enough about it.
Drive Rush allows you to quickly close the distance between you and your opponent at the cost of 1 bar, or cancel out specific normal attacks at the cost
Ain't
of
no
3
way.
bars.
I can't remember who it was. They had a whole
Drive Reversals
debate
allows
about
you
it.
to get an opponent off of you while you're blocking their attack at the cost of 2 bars, and Drive Impacts, well, we'll get to those in a bit. I love this system.
Or maybe
for
it was
a
like
lot of
one
reasons, but chief
component
among
of
them is that it
drives.
opens up so many options, and at the start of every round, you have a full meter and have access to all of them. There's no building this meter up, or worrying about the amount you'll have left over for the next round. I could start aggressively by using a drive rush right out of the gate.
The
to
drive
put pressure.
impact,
I could
probably.
save my meter
Maybe.
from overdrive special moves to increase the damage of my combos, or I could
Thanks,
fish for a
Resub Dale.
crouching medium kick and then drive rush cancel it to convert big damage off of a single poke. Those are just a few of the options, and managing them makes the already extremely cerebral fighting of Street Fighter 6 even more enjoyable. The way it's handled when you run out of drive meter is also excellent. Your character enters a burnout state where you're completely unable to use any drive meter related techniques. Your opponent's attacks become more advantageous on both block and hit, you take chip damage, and drive impacts are even scarier than before. And
Yeah, this comes out this
we'll
week.
get to
I'm
drive
really looking
impacts
forward
in
to it.
just a bit.
I know I'm going to be
Being
absolutely
burnout
cheeks at
is
it, though.
a terrible position, but it's far from an unwinnable situation. You still move at the same speed, your attacks do the same damage, you still have
What do they give
access
it?
to
Let's
all
see.
your super moves, and you can search for replays with a ton of different filters to help you learn matchups. There's crossplay across Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. There's frame data when you're spectating. You can create and join clubs, and one of the 3 attack buttons, and you can use super moves just by pressing 2
Thanks, the
buttons
resub,
at the same
Tay.
time. The playing field is kept even by the fact that those using modern controls don't have access to a character's full repertoire of normal moves. But being able to perform special moves with just the press of a button is a trade-off that makes the modern control style appealing even for those who aren't beginners.
Did I hear that right? Modern control scheme gives you the supers with just 1 button? Is that true? Yeah? Holy shit. They're really trying to bring FGC... They're really trying to bring people into the FGC that are brand new. I think that's fine. Yeah, but it's nerfed. Oh, okay. So it does less damage. It's 20% less damage. Okay. That's a fair trade-off then.
And for those who just want to hold forward and mash on 1 button to execute special moves and combos, there's also a new dynamic control scheme that's only usable offline and essentially lets the AI choose the attacks for you. Capcom's really just covered all their bases here.
Pro players are considering using modern because time advantage and reactions.
Street Fighter games are
Oh,
always
very
best
interesting.
in the 2D fighting game genre, but Street Fighter 6 feels extra special.
That is actually super interesting. That makes a lot of sense. I still think classic will, like, at the absolute highest level, I still think there's no way a modern setup will beat classic if you're doing 20% less damage. But that's interesting. I see why someone would even toss around the idea.
The drive system is an incredible addition to the fighting mechanics that gives you a veritable Swiss Army knife of options and meter management decisions right from the start of every round. The starting roster is the best that Street Fighter has ever seen. Its online netcode through 3 betas has been impeccable so far, and the number of smaller details that it nails right out of the gate is unprecedented. It's so good that even the
Once they get used to the game, they can switch to classic. Well, it's not that. A pro players, like, they don't need to get used to the game. The reason you do it is because you can have a faster reaction, so you don't have to do the full input.
6 is a must play.
It would be my guess. Wow, they gave it a 9. Holy shit. That'd be my guess. You hear about Maximilian Dude's Street Fighter 6 tournament he's hosting next week with a prize pool for the winner? No, it's great though. I always love those kind of community-focused events. Thanks to the resub, KJ. Does Street Fighter have a story mode like Mortal Kombat? Not really. Not like Mortal Kombat. No. But it does have a like story mode, but don't expect anything like Mortal Kombat. This one has like an RPG. What? Yeah, of course I'm going to play it when it comes out. I'm very excited for it. All these fighting games and everyone just forgot about Multiversus. God, it's so sad, man. All Multiversus needed to do was just a little more tender loving care. Fucking still never got the ranked mode. Still. Like even after, like, right before its death throes, never put in the ranked mode. Like, they really dropped the ball on it, man. Such a shame. Thanks to the resub lobster. Planning to get a Street Fighter player for Moist. I tried very hard. I wanted to have a Moist Esports rep in the first Street Fighter tournament, They announced the whole roadmap for the Capcom Cup, all that. I wanted to have a Moist Esports rep right off rip, but legitimately everyone in the top 10 is signed. So we'll just have to play it by ear. Maybe some unknown or some lower ranked player just takes it by storm and we can swoop in. Is a resub walnut? You ever see that Tekken player Rangchu who managed to climb competition with the worst character? Put some goddamn respect on Panda. But yeah, Rangchu's awesome. I know exactly what video you're talking about. Thanks to the resub, Kaido. Did he genuinely like the character, or was it just a challenge? No, I think he actually really likes the character. I think he's just a big fan of Panda in general. Thanks to resub, Azure and Mino and Step Bro. I hope everything's alright, Dreadful. You seeing Across the Spider-Verse this Friday? Yep. Yep. Is it the Street Fighter the only FGC with notable prize pools, or is Tekken supported too? Tekken supported, but I don't think their prize pool is as big as Street Fighter. But it is supported, which is nice. Favorite Tekken character? Eddie. Well, my favorite Tekken character is Yoshimitsu, but the only one I play is Eddie. I just spam the stupid stances, get him with the helicopter kicks. There's the Bits Chicken. I bet Eddie will be good in Tekken 8. That's my prediction. They're gonna buff the fuck out of Eddie. Thanks for resub, Tiana. Thanks to the resub Metal. The gift sub Jacob. No, I haven't watched Barry, but a lot of my friends watch it. You gonna get in the Mortal Kombat 1 esports scene? Yep. I want to be in every major FGC, every single major title, really. I fucking love watching fighting games, man. They're so fun. They're so goddamn fun. He's a tier 1 swag. How's Moist Apex doing? Absolutely unreal. So there's been like some tournaments going on recently before the major, as well as international scrims, and Moist Apex has taken first in like the last 3. Like stomping. Like actually fucking stomping here. Let me pull up a couple. It's been nuts. Like, here's the most recent one. This was the international scrims. This one wasn't like a tournament, just scrims. But, oh, blocking it. Here, we'll just keep it here so you can still see it. But another big Moist Esports dub, 92. Absolutely slapped. And then right before that was the APAC North versus APAC South tourney. Another absolute slapping session. So even before the, like, we won our region, so we're locked into the major. The major's in July. But even before then, or even these tournaments before then, our squad is still going so fucking hard. Thanks, Risa Brandon. You hear KOTOR remakes back in development? No, I didn't hear that. That's cool. The land for Apex is, I think, July 14th. I could be wrong, but it's mid-July. Thanks, a resub, Krihan. We ever do a Spider-Man 1 live stream? I wasn't planning on it. Why? Why Spider-Man 1? Was it fun getting tips from insane pros? I haven't utilized that at all. Like, cause I'm just not good enough. Like, I'm average at every single game I play. Like, average or just below average. I want to get good at them. It's just so hard. So, like, Melee, for example. I want Zane or Moki to train me. So that way I can at least be middle of the pack Melee. Ultimate, I'd say I'm already close to middle of the pack. Maybe below middle of the pack. But yeah, eventually I do want to actually put some time into all of these so I can be above middle. You remember when we were good at Apex? Of course I remember when we were good at Apex. We were so nasty. We were so fucking nasty. God, I was so unbelievably good at Apex for the first, like, season. Well, before they even had the seasonal model and then the first season. He's a Prime Plasma. And the resub Versosa, Versosa. And the Bits Modest. The thing is, like, when I'm spectating the games, let's use Smash for example. When I'm watching Light play, I as a spectator can pick up on the habits of whoever Light's playing, and I know what's coming as a spectator, but when I get into the game, my brain doesn't function the same way anymore. It's the same way in chess. Like, when I watch someone play chess, I was able to see, like, tactics and moves they should do, but when I play it, I can't see the same shit. I don't know what it is. It's just like when I'm in the seat playing it, I can't process it the same way I do as a spectator. It must have something to do with, like, nerves. Well, probably not even nerves. Probably just, like, a lot more on your mind when you're the one actually playing it. Your age is too big? I used to think that was the case. Like, I always, like, for the longest time now, I felt like once you get to, like, my age, 28, you're probably too old to be a pro gamer in a lot of these. But then I still look at, like, the top of some fighting games, or even Counter-Strike. And there's players that are my age and older that are still top. Like, absolutely still top. So I don't think it's an age thing. Billy Mitchell's still in his prime. You can do anything. True, Billy Mitchell's still at the top of his game. Inspiring. Thanks for the big tier 3 Frisbee. Thank you for that. Welcome aboard, Frisbee. Thank you. Become a pro at Yu-Gi-Oh? Yu-Gi-Oh, like anything strategy-wise, I don't think you're ever too old for. When we get the Novele, or what is it? I don't know how to say it. The Hungry Burger support. Once we get that archetype over here, I'll start playing more Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll main Hungry Burger. Is the resub Jazz? Will you be playing any Street Fighter? Yeah, of course I will. Absolutely. They're doing Halo 3 with GDQ. Yeah, I heard they're on Halo 3 right now for the GDQ. Halo 3's got a cool route. I'm sure chat's enjoying it. Have I ever played in Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG tourney? Not since I was a child. At Toys R Us. Any D4 gonna happen? Yeah, I'll play Diablo. I like the beta, but I'd really rather play Street Fighter 6 first. I always hate how we go through this drought of no good games, and then all of a sudden, tons of good games. All at once. I hate it. I fucking hate that. Why does that always happen? It's just market research dictates when the game releases are. So they must have concluded that this time of year is when everyone's buying or something. But I still feel like you'd have more sales if you released a good game during a drought. Because then everyone needs something to play, so more people will be inclined to buy it. Whereas right now, people are going to have to choose between Diablo 4 or Street Fighter. Or, well, maybe not. Those aren't exactly overlapping genres, but you get what I'm saying. Oh, thanks for the 10 gift subs, Frisbee. Appreciate that. Thanks, Frisbee. I think Assassin's Creed will be good or another stinker. Another stinker. Thanks for the resub, Wheel. I do want to speedrun Gollum, man. Like, legitimately. I want there to be a cool route for it. I just feel like there's potential there, but it can't be me that does it. Like, finds it. I'm not putting in the time for it. Fucking searching for routes in this game, but I really feel like it could be a good speedrun game. Kind of difficult if the levels break just for sequence breaking. That's true. That is a little concerning, but there's probably a way of hitting different triggers. Maybe not, though. Maybe it is a terrible game for your speedrunning. Thanks to Tier 1 Nova. You play Honkai Star Rail? Fuck, that's another game I still need to play. Still need to play Neon White also. Oh yeah, it's coming. He's a Tier 1 Mother. I haven't seen a cockroach in a while. It's been quite a few months. Thanks, Resub Jacobs. And thanks to the bits arrow. You ever have an Armor Games account? Everyone did. Armor Games had that catapult game that inspired Angry Birds. Forgot the name of it. Was it Crush the Castle? I don't remember. And it also had Sunny. What do you think about doing a PS2 games throwback stream? I don't know what PS2 games I'd play for the throwback. I usually do series throwbacks. So like I did all of God of War. Shit like that. Ratchet and Clank is coming to PC soon. Ah, cool. Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase speedrun. Is that a cool one? "44 minutes. That's kind of long. Here's the new route. Oh, it was like a Crash Bandicoot style game. Nice. Don't think I ever played this one. There's a resub Dark Spark and Dolda. Have you seen the Gao 3 speedrun? Let me see. Oh, whoops. I've seen God of War 1 and 2 speedruns. It's pretty long. Thanks, Resub Soldier. Dragon's Dogma is 12:17. Wait, what? Oh, Dark Arisen. Not like the whole game itself. Dark Arisen is the whole game. This is the DLC. Whatever the DLC was called. What was Dark... I thought Dark Arisen was the DLC. Am I misremembering? Or is that just like the... Oh yeah. It's the expansion and re-release. Forgot about that. Thanks to Prime Grove. Scooby-Doo Unmasked speedrun just hit sub 10. This is the shortest one I can find. These are prime free guns. It was posted in the last week. This seems like an interesting speed run. He must be doing some kind of shaggy tech. Okay, it's like some kind of shaggy launch. Oh, holy fuck. This looks like a cool speed run. Where are you seeing the sub 10? Oh, let me check speedrun.com. Let me see. No, it's not here either. It's on the DS and the... what was the other one? Fuck. Gotta type it in again. And Game Boy Advance. There's no way these are the same game. They're not. I think it's a Prime Arconus. Scooby-Doo First Fright broke sub 5 with huge skips in the beginning. God damn, the Scooby-Doo speedrunning community's going nuts. These are all long as shit. Did you mean sub 5 hours? Jesus Christ. Oh, here we go. This one's 14 minutes. These are resubs Sean and Allie. This isn't even on speedrun.com. Oh, this is Night of 100 Frights. Is that what you meant? Night of 100 Frights? Because this is the one we were talking about earlier. This also isn't on speedrun.com for some reason. Oh, no, here it is. 18 minutes is the fastest. Why are people just making shit up? Jesus Christ, there is no sub 5 minute Night of 100 Frights for Scooby-Doo. Unless you're talking about one of these category extensions, which even still, none of them are sub 5 except for Monster Gallery, which is like some obscure category here. Or if you do 420 Snacks, Snack Softlock, or Tomb Raider. Yeah, it's just a bunch of meme categories. You looking for a new run to learn? I'm always looking for a new run to learn. Let's do some Austin and Granite. New Shaggy glitch breaks Scooby-Doo speedrunning. This is the guy that does all the cool speedrunning history on Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. It's a cool speed game. unmasked world record is 9:57 by Sin Dark Fate. Ah, here it is. Thanks to resub Rari. It really wants me to read the description. Nice. That's so cute. I'd be down to try this one. This one looked like it had cool glitches. He also just had some time loss on that door there. Don't think I didn't notice. Are you gonna speedrun a Scooby-Doo game? I'm thinking about it. This one might be the target. The glitches we saw in the last route for this seemed pretty cool. Right now it doesn't seem like anything too special. Thanks to resub Majora. Is this emulator or disc? He's absolutely playing on emulator, no doubt. Yeah, the movement tech here looks cool. I bet if you get the Shaggy launch first try, you'd save so much time over the world record. The Shaggy BLJ. Thanks, resub Psychotic. I'm looking at potential speedruns to learn. Damn, it seems like this is half of the time in the run here. Chasing him around, hitting him with the Kamehamehas. Okay, that boss fight looks like shit. That is a long fight. Thanks, resub Electrics. Interesting. Okay. I do like the look of that. Oh man, another boss fight. So all the boss fights look really fucking tedious. Oh, actually, no, this one doesn't seem that bad. Ooh, time loss. Night of 100 Frights was goated. It was a cool game. But I'm not going by which game's coolest. I'm going by which game has the best tech. Yeah, I'm telling you, this one's looking pretty good. He's a tier 1 psychotic. Hello Neighbor 2 had such a cool speedrun. It did. God, these boss battles look miserable though. So this one's like bumper cars. It seems like it's just a genuinely short game. Even outside of the speedrun. Thanks to the Prime Howler. There's a speedrun for the Cr1tikal dog video game. It's 6 minutes. Is that the Flash game? Because I guarantee that's probably pretty boring. And this all just doing it normally again. Oh, never mind. Not doing it normally. This is the final boss. Interesting. God, these boss fights look so fucking miserable. Thanks to resub thick. Alright, I'm gonna save this. I think I will try and run that one. That one looks pretty cool. I'll need an emulator though, I think. And then what did you say, the Courage one? Courage's Curse. Oh, this is like an indie game. Oh, this is like an itch.io game. That looks boring. I'll pass. Jackie Chan Stuntmaster is 5 minutes. What? No way. I actually remember this game. How the fuck? How is this 5 minutes? Okay, huge skip. Oh, okay. Wait, there's like a ton of glitches just right off rip. Huh. This looks heavily optimized. Drake and the 99 Dragons speedrun is amazing. Yeah, I remember that game. I actually liked that game when I was a kid, but it's considered one of the worst games of its generation. There was a lot of glitches in the beginning, and now none. Cool sound effects. Damn, he's kind of fucking pumping it, though. Nice.
Oh my Dios.
Why don't I just throw him off the rail? Thanks the bitch butter and the resub Alfredo. What do you mean butter? What game? Oh, for courage? Yeah, there's only... So the rest of it's just kind of playing it normally. There's not many glitches past like the first level. This must just be a very short game. There's no way that's the whole game. I played this when I was a kid. Is there like a wrong warp or something? Huh. It's weird. Well, what the fuck? How the fuck is the 100% route over an hour? If that's the whole game, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, like none of this is here. How much did they skip? And how? Yeah, so whatever he did in the beginning here must have skipped actually every single thing in the game except the last level. You go from first to last level just off rip.
Aye, aye.
Yeah, this must just skip you to the last level. Yeah, whatever these 3 glitches were must skip to the end. Okay, I'm gonna put that up here too. That's nice and quick. It doesn't seem too hard, I don't think. Dark Messiah Might and Magic is such a cool game. It's just so difficult. I know. I know the speedrun for it. It's just hard. It's very, very hard.
My prince, my messiah, and a...
Stop him. I'm going to kill him.
Oh, the orcs took all your equipment. They thought you were dead.
Let's show them that they've made a little mistake.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
There's nothing
it is what it
wrong
is.
with feeling naked.
Redfall's just a disaster.
That beast looks familiar.
A Cyclops in captivity. I'm impressed. Probably guarding the exit. Yes, yes! Destroy it! I've had enough of orchid tunnels, haven't you? Let's go.
God, it's cool. What speedrun game you've played is the best tech in your opinion? The Hobbit. Actually, The Hobbit. That is still, to date, my favorite game I've ever speedran. It's so fucking good. And this video is so incredibly good from Karma. I love this speed game. Absolutely love this speed game. I did not get a chance to see Kronos run Redguard today, but I did know about it. I just didn't see it today. I lost track of time. I'll watch the VOD for it, though. Thanks the resub, Tim. Yu-Gi-Oh speedrun? Forbidden Memories has a great speedrun. But I would never speedrun it. Thanks to the resublimary. It's just all RNG pretty much. That'd make me so furious. Do I hold any records? Not a single one. Not a single goddamn one. Nope, don't have a speedrun record in anything. I usually get one, but it's quickly beaten. It's all about just getting like a lucky run. Yeah, I used to have the speedrun record in Mr. Krabs Overdoses on Ketamine. I had the speedrun record in one other stinky ass indie game. It was called like Darkest Wood or something. It's the Resub Cathedral. Then X17. then House of Caravan, yep. What's the speed run for John Christian? Let's see. Oh, there is a John Christian 2 speedrun. It's a little long for my liking. Four-minute unskippable intro, unlucky. Can't believe it's already been a year since John Christian 2. John Christian 3 will probably be revealed at the Ubisoft event or something. I think it's a prime raffle. Yeah. That looks like a cool speed run. No, I didn't see that, Mike. That sounds fucking crazy, though. Elden Ring has a 4-minute world record now. Yeah, because of the zips and all that. I just don't really like the zips. Thanks, resub Quelled. I ran it for a while. Thanks the resub Martinez. What comes out tomorrow? Hold on. New game comes out tomorrow, right? Oh no. Next one's just Street Fighter 6. And that's on Friday. Thanks to resub Killer and Decomposition. Yeah, I know System Shock came out today. But I thought something also came out tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see Spider-Verse, of course. Gonna watch, oh yeah, I saw the preview for that. I don't know. Fallout New Vegas is 10 minutes. Yeah, I know this one. This is the one that uses save loads a lot. It's pretty cool. Oh wow, sub 9 minutes now. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it's a game I'd want to run though. Thanks a bits, Crosby. Yep. Homebody does come out tomorrow, I remember. Holy shit. Was this in the original route? I don't remember that at all. What the fuck? Yeah, this trick's been around for a while. I really don't remember that at all. Christ. There's so many loading screens. It's like an epilepsy issue. Thanks, Resub Cosmic.
Hey, benvenuto.
The devs watched this and were amazed and proud. Well, that's good to hear. This would be an easy one. It's certainly not. The amount of save, loading, and precision for these tricks seems super tough. And there's just so many loading screens. It's disorienting. Thanks the bits. Seki. And the resub joking.
Ehi, nessuno.
Thanks the resub Phoenix. Looney Tunes back in action speedrun's pretty cool, a lot of tech. Oh, it's an hour. Holy shit. I didn't think this would be a long one at all. Damn, people have been running this for a while.
Up, and away! Nickels! Cheapskate.
Okay, probably not that one though. You seen the current Skyrim marriage world record? No, did they change the route? I've run that before. $227. What the fuck?
This way.
What was the shortest speedrun ever? Clue. With Clue, you just left click as quickly as possible, and then you just keep reloading until you get the right answer and you insta-win. Clue is the fastest speedrun. The record is 0.1 seconds, I believe. They really changed this route a lot from the last time I ran it. I don't really like this new route. It's all menus. What's the longest speedrun? Byton Kratos, I still believe, is the longest. Something like 200 and whatever hours. So it still has horse launch, that's good.
You have committed crimes against... I guess you're...
Byton Kratos, not Kratos. Whoops. Whatever.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage. If you need any more smithing work, come see me.
This is blessings of wonderful. How may I? Yes, if you were ready. Typically love. Yes. Here you are. Now. Enough. Why hire with a master of magic at yourself? You'll find more people interested in your love. It's settled.
Nice. Yeah, I prefer the old route. I like my route better. Well, the route that I ran. Thanks to the resub. 29 Street. Damn it. Went down the wrong pipe. Oof. Whew. You're wrong about you're wrong about shortest speedrun. Civ 5 has one that's 33 milliseconds. Am I wrong? It used to be Clue, it was literally 0.1 seconds. Let's see. $33 milliseconds from 5 years ago. Thanks for some genotype. What happened? Looks like he just ended his own civilization instantly. He's a tier 1 say no. Does Luigi's Mansion 3 have a speedrun? I liked the Luigi's Mansion 3 a lot. Oh, it's a long one. I have not heard of that before, Chris. Yep, the first Luigi's Mansion is a great speedrun. You skipping System Shock? I'll probably play it myself. I just don't think it'll be a fun game to stream. I think that'd be just better game to play. Thanks to Resub Vagrant. Yep, I've speedran 2 worlds before a long time ago. The first one. It's a cool speedrun. The final boss exists right at the starter town. So all you do is you get the entire town to fight him. But it only works in the very first unpatched version. Man, I can't believe it's been 7 years. Thanks a resub, Chewy. And the bits butter. Yep, Doom 2016 I've speedran before as well. That one's really, really hard. It sounds really cool having the final boss beaten by the united efforts of your friends and family. Yeah, it's a cool
I say that
speedrun.
because this was released 1 year after Oblivion. Get the
chops.
Alright, beaten in like 7 minutes.
So you just kill these guys, then you leave here. And then the final boss is actually just right outside.
We're gonna have a
saying
little
hello.
short walk here. While I'm doing this, here, we need people to get. So we're just gonna attack him with a fireball, and then we're gonna talk to this guy. Is so great. It's because the final boss of the game is right up here. It's this guy. You can't see me pointing. So we're just gonna attack him with a fireball, and then we're gonna talk to this guy because he can talk to us later. So this is the final boss. Oh, I got bad luck here. We'll try to.
And then you just shoot all the villagers.
So final boss. I might have to. I better save actually, just in case. He did attack me. Nice. So I tricked him into throwing a fireball at me, and the fireball actually has splash damage. So the splash damage, if I stand close enough to a town member, the splash damage also hits the townsperson. And it turns out that townspeople don't like that. They get super pissed off and attack the final boss.
Yeah, it's a cool one.
So this guy had... Oh, this is really bad luck so far. They are all missing their attacks. This might be overestimate. We'll see. Anyway, so the final boss of this game has 40,000 health, which is actually quite a bit. For reference, our sword attack does about 10 damage. Our fire attack also does, I think, 13 damage. So we can't kill this guy alone. But with the help of our buddies over here, we can. And we play this on the original patch of the game because there's a glitch where once this guy dies, the game ends. So get ready on time. Time.
God, it's so good.
Yes.
What a god.
Yep. Pretty much any game that has like a really short, wacky speedrun, I have speedran at some point. There's very few games that exist from back in the day that have crazy glitches or super cool tech that are sub 10-minute runs that I haven't done. I've done them all pretty much. Why only 10 minutes though? I just don't like I don't like longer runs. Thanks to Resub Pargus. I like short ones. You try out the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game? I did not. Thanks to Resub Huxley. Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth speedrun. I played that game. I don't remember the speedrun. Oh, this is like an hour. Eek. No, that's way too long for me. There's the Bits Autobot. And the resub cable. I remember enjoying the OG Psychonaut speedrun, but it hasn't had any movement for years. Yeah, it probably won't. It's probably reached its maximum potential at 30 minutes. I used to speedrun this one a lot when I was still streaming on YouTube. Why don't you stream on YouTube anymore? I switched to Twitch like 5 years ago. But I do plan on streaming on other platforms once the contract ends. So I'll try out YouTube streaming again. Do MWL live on YouTube? Oh, we plan on taking the MWL live once we get good at filming it. Is the bits insecure? You see any updates on Paul Breach? He was living in a tent for a while. No, I haven't kept up with Paul Breach. How's the wrestling promotion going? Good. The episode 3 should be up either tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday. It's between Genie Maker and Warhorse. Most of you probably know well, if you're in the wrestling scene, you probably know Warhorse. Warhorse is like an actual name in wrestling. So we've got him for our most recent match. It's a banger. Genie Maker, I'll go ahead and give you his lore. It's coming out soon anyway. This isn't even a spoiler. Genie Maker is a guy who traps people's souls in lamps. So his goal is to trap Warhorse's newborn into his lamp for his collection because he's going to be a prodigy in the MWL. So like the real Warhorse just had a baby like a month ago. So he wanted to weave his newborn baby into our lore. So Genie Maker's hunting him down like a Pokemon. Thanks for the bits, Johnny. It's a Sony A7, I think, Johnny. Is there an MWL playlist on the channel? No, but once we get some more episodes in there, I'll make a playlist for it. We've got a lot of cool ones coming up. So now that we have our ring almost here, we borrowed a ring for the most recent one, but we have one that should be in soon. Once that's there, we're going to start pumping. We've got so many great fucking ideas. We're going so hard on wrestling, man. We love it. Has Genie Maker always had that ability, or was he cursed? So in MWL lore, he was actually one of 3 ancient entities that were freed when we opened King Tut's tomb, and the MWL swooped in and signed him. So he's always had that magical ability, and once he was freed from the tomb, he's been with the MWL ever since. What's up, Io? What's up? The most recent speedrun challenge just ended. Thanks for resub, Snivy. You got the next one picked out for the speedrun challenge? I think so. I've got to double check. I want to make sure that it's going to be another banger, but I think I've got a good target. Thanks for resub, Johnny. Is it that Hitman ripoff game? No. It is not. He's a tier 1 insecure. Oh, I know you're talking about Johnny English, but you just reminded me. Did you know Mr. Bean only had like 12 episodes? Because I didn't know that. It only had like 12 total episodes, yet this Mr. Bean channel just keeps re-uploading the exact same episode with different titles for the last like 20 years. 31 million subscribers and they get like 100 million views a month. Just off re-uploading the same 12 episodes in different orders. I thought it was at least 100. Nope. It had 12 I'm pretty sure it was 12. Let me double check. 14. 14 episodes, not 12. Yeah, it had 14 episodes. That's it. Thanks to the Prime. Jamba and the resub Finnegan and Osmundo. Could have swore he had a bunch of episodes. Weird thing is that everyone thinks this aired for a bunch of years, but it was a very short span. Yep. From 94 to 95. And then I just looked. The 14th episode was 2006. So it had 13 episodes up until 2006. What? I know. I couldn't believe it either. I know. 14 episodes. Isn't that some crazy shit? It's fucking wild. I know. What's going on? What's up? Come on. What? Oh, thanks for resub, Velkaz. The cartoon had 140 episodes for Mr. Bean, the Mr. Bean cartoon. Mr. Bean cartoon had 5 seasons, so yeah, looks like that ran for a long time. You seen the Jedi Academy speedrun? Yep. I've seen that. I toyed around with the idea of running this one, but it seems pretty tough. Like, it doesn't seem like an easy speedrun. Like, it's a hard-fought 20-minute run. But it is a cool one. Look at Lego Batman 3. It's 4 minutes 30 seconds. Wait, what? Oh, interesting. Okay. This isn't like a DLC, right? This is a full game. That's 4:30. So there must be a crazy glitch.
Are you sure it's a good idea to follow Killer Croc into a sewer?
We've got to find out what he's up to. Let's go.
Damn, teleporting all over the place here. Things are sub Sweezy and sad. This seems easy. But then again, I said that about Lego the Hobbit, and that took me 4 hours to do a single run.
Hello, I'm TV's Adam West. Don't suppose you could lend me a hand?
This could be a 229. Just because of loads.
Maybe be another speed run with tech you can't do because your hardware doesn't allow it. Yeah, that was such a bitch. But this just looks like mainly platforming. Like a precise jumps. Not tech.
229.
You won't catch me. We'll see about that, Killer Croc. It's time to face justice.
Yeah. What he said.
The thing that I like about this fight is that it's literally all bottlenecked from this point forward until, well, it's bottlenecked until you, like, pick up the pieces with P1. So
1P2C, that's right.
you don't need to worry about playing super optimally.
Which was a real pain in the ass for me in Lego the Hobbit. Thanks to give sub various.
Okay, alright, that might be a, thanks for the good luck, Cr1tikal. Actually, I don't think that is a 29, unfortunately. Wait, how is that so much worse? Was it just because of the build room? That should have been way better than what it was. Unless I'd, like, lost time in the boss.
How did that old Hobbit game speedrun go? It went well.
Okay.
So far, this route doesn't seem too cool. Oh, we can play as Alfred here, huh?
Okay, can I get this boost? Nice. I'm not gonna go for the crazy strat. Alright, well...
Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't seem like a great speed run. Maybe I won't do this one.
Title thing.
Oh, wait. Never mind. That looks pretty cool.
I, like, changed one of them, and I did it really lazily. Okay. Focus.
Okay.
Alright.
I never thought it would come to this. Batman versus Superman. Where's that kryptonite when you need it?
I just realized that the Batcave was shrunk along with Gotham City.
And the kryptonite was in the back.
I don't think that hits it.
Okay, that looks pretty cool.
Um,
A couple of cool glitches. Maybe. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. I've still got 2 other ones up here that I think will be good. Yeah, I love Dark Messiah. Thanks to Resub Worlds Apart. How hard are the Red Dead Redemption 2 speedruns? I don't know, I've never watched one. $12 hours. Holy shit. 12 hours and 29 seconds. Thanks to Prime Sonic. Fuck me. Yeah, probably won't do that one. That's a little much. Is that any percent? I'm guessing any percent. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to bed. Longest speedrun I've done is probably Psychonauts. Those were hours. Those were like an hour each. Alright. Thanks for tuning in. New subs. Welcome aboard. Sub means a lot. Thanks for subbing. Enjoy the emotes. See you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone. And thanks again. Here, go on over to Umbrella.